Getting the sound working okay. It should be just making sure it's working. That should be okay. There we go. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to round 6 of the IRL Championship, and this afternoon, as you can see, out here in Spa, where 14 drivers join us yet again for another absolutely sensational race. These boys never fail to deliver, and this afternoon should be yet again another one of those. Alex Brown in the chat joining us once again. It's good to see you, mate, and glad to have you in the chat. Of course, now being the latest subscriber actually at Jack Rusty Comms and the bit sender as well, so I appreciate that very, very much, and nice to see you joining us in the chat. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, here for Spa, where we've just had this for the actual Formula 1 only a few hours ago, and now here for IRL, of course, with the 14 drivers gearing up for a 50% Grand Prix coming up just after this short quali, where nobody, as of yet, with a time on the board. Still waiting for a driver. Chaz on his way round. Raz with a 1:44.3 to kickstart this afternoon off in the Haas. Then it's Ollie over the line, who I've not seen for a good while, with 1:43 flat, much faster than Raz then here in qualifying, and tops the timing sheets early on with 30 minutes to go of this session. The Kick Sauber, Nutter is on a lap, I believe, just starting one, heading all the way up Eau Rouge, then up towards Gradion and the Kemmel Straits, and could it be a good lap for Nutter? We'll see. We've got Oomph then joining us again this afternoon. He in the Ferrari, fastest man on track by a whole second to Ollie. So 1:42 flat as opposed to Ollie's 1:43 flat. Very good indeed in the early stages qualifying for that man of Oomph. If you're in the chat, let me know. Alex, of course, is in there. Drop your predictions in for the ladies and gentlemen, for the qualifying. Then, of course, 50% Grand Prix, which is coming up just after that. It's going to be a good afternoon. Hopefully, Walkie Clay joins in the chat later on. He normally sticks around, so we'll get him in here soon. You know what? I will send some Twitch links out to some people real quick. Hopefully, we can get some guys in. Right then, Nutter has invalidated this lap around. ARL in the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Star in the pit lane too. Wolfie joins us in the chat. It's good to see you, mate. You know, of course, got to go later on, but good luck for your PGS race, mate. And you're more than welcome to join us back later on. But I appreciate you being in the chat. It's good to see you once again in here for Spa this afternoon. Get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen, for this excellent race with the IRL boys. It should be great. 14 drivers this afternoon. Unfortunately, I wasn't here last week due to a low attendance, but today it seems to be a bit better. Well, another Silverstone, sadly. Mate, honestly, I am absolutely done with Silverstone now. It's been so many times I've had to do that in the past few weeks. Crazy stuff, crazy. I'm done. I'm done with it. Here we go then, Milod into the pit lane. We've got Bjorn coming round on his, not on a lap right now, I think. Possibly going around the next time around. Wolfie in the chat, don't worry, you got it the week after for me. Mate, honestly, I'm sick of it. I've had it so many times. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the track. But, you know, not really what I'm looking to do much longer. The next few weeks, but you know, we'll get yours out of the way, and hopefully that'll be it. After that, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I do need to go on Do Not Disturb. That is a good point. Someone. Oh, forgot how you did it then. My bad. Belgium this week, says Wolfie. For CPG, of course. Then. Oh. Is that what you're talking about? The next week coming up, is that for CPG? Belgium? 9 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, of this session. 15 drivers now join us in this session. The Alpine, I think of Chat, no, it wasn't Chat, sorry, it was either one of Briars then, who I believe just joined us, was waiting on the outside of the circuit. We've got 9.5 minutes to go with Unk at the minute, a race winner in this championship, and he's here today sticking it just marginally ahead of Milad at the minute. Look at that gap, 8 thousandths of a second. That is the margins that we're working with in Formula One, everybody. It is absolutely incredible. Unk, 8 thousandths ahead of Milad in qualifying. Nothing in it right now. Absolutely nothing in it. And who's going to be on pole for the Belgian Grand Prix? It could be absolutely anybody. At least it's not as wet as it was earlier on today for the actual Belgian Grand Prix, where we had flashbacks to the 2021 Belgian Grand Prix, but luckily we got going with it and we managed to get it finished. Hopefully it should be all good here today as well. Of course, qualifying in the race separate here, and we should be all good even if it is raining. We will be getting on with it. But Chuck Norris then out there on the track, somebody across the line actually, Sticky Icky I think, to a 1:43.1 into 5th position in the early stages with still 8 minutes to go of this qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen. The Ferrari Vunk leading by 8 thousandths of a second. It's Milad and Björn, the two RBs, in 2nd and 3rd, ready to try and contend the man at the top. The 2, 3 and 4 all on their outlaps at the minute, getting ready to go out. The two RBs looking ready than ever, everybody. This is going to be it for the RBs. Who will be on pole today? It is going to be absolutely anybody at this rate, but Milad now is about to begin a lap here at Spa, the longest track on the Formula One calendar. A minute 40, I say average, a minute 43 here in qualifying then, in between all the drivers we have here at this minute in time. And Milad now beginning that journey all the way up the famous Eau Rouge corner, left and then to the right, through Raidillon and onto the Kemmel Straight, all the way down. Huge overtaking opportunity during the Grand Prix. But we're here for qualifying, where you're going to get the massive dose of DRS. You're on your own down here, but he is 600ths of a second down, unfortunately, in the first sector. But like I said, the longest track on the F1 calendar. It is a massive, massive circuit and a lot of time to really make up for your mistakes, if you do make any. But Milad at the minute, he has been down in the first sector. A whole 2nd and 3rd sector are waiting for him though, and it's his choice as if he wants to make this work or not on the RB, flying through to the end of the 2nd sector. He's going to be to the right and then swinging it back to the left through the S's here. What will it be for Milad then in this 2nd sector? The first sector was surprisingly down a little bit, but what can he do now into the 2nd? Right-hander all the way up then towards the end of the 2nd straight. It is a 10th down, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, for Milad in the RB today, and at the minute not looking like he's going to find much time. His teammate Björn at the minute is 600ths of a second down too. The two RBs seeming to be struggling right now in qualifying, not finding much time at all. We've got Lone Star in 5th position. He isn't finding any time. He's into the pit lane this lap, I believe, as he's just put it up to 5th position from what I can see. Raz all the way down the Kemmel Straight, then he has got an invalidated lap time, so it won't count this time around. Jeremy Clarkson just joined us recently in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. He's in 12th position at the minute, one of the drivers that hasn't yet put a time, 1 of 4, but there's 5 minutes to go, and Jeremy Clarkson has got the time now. If he wants to get a good time on the board, he needs to make it this one, or you know, he's probably going to have one more chance at it, so there's no margin for error at all for this Red Bull. If he wants to put a good time on the board. Wolf in the chat. Is there any rain predicted? I am not entirely sure. I don't have the, what's the word? I don't have that kind of data to you, unfortunately. But I'm sure somebody maybe will come in the chat later and let us know. Or maybe someone is in the chat already and can let us know that. Maybe if they're on the lap at the minute, they'll let us know soon. But here for Spa, ladies and gentlemen. Only 4.5 minutes of qualifying to go, and the Ferrari looking favoured for pole at the moment because Milad couldn't find time on his first run around after trying to improve and couldn't find the time. Jeremy Clarkson is fastest middle sector in the Red Bull at the moment. It's looking strong for him right now, but can he continue to keep the form, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of this lap? Here we go. All the way up. Jeremy Clarkson, not the real one, but into the final few corners, locking up on the left-hand side. The Red Bull towards the line in qualifying. Will it be a good lap time for him? It's going to be P4, just behind the two RBs. And a lovely, lovely time of 1 minute 42.964 for Jeremy Clarkson. And that is brilliant, absolutely brilliant then with 4 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Hola in the chat. It's good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Welcome in. Love to see you here. Jeremy Clarkson should be on his farm, not racing. Says Wolfie. But if you haven't dropped a follow, everybody make sure you drop a follow for us. We are 656. We are gaining and gaining day by day, and doing quite well for us here at Jack Rosty Comms. I need to get a setup real quick in the chat. What have we got then? We've got Jeremy Clarkson in 4th position. Not a bad time from him at the minute then. Ollie did go fastest earlier on, but that was in the early stages. Now he's down to 5th, but still a good starting point. You know, 3rd row of the grid if he is to start there. Absolutely, follow for premium graphics from Wolfie. Absolutely legendary designer we have here at Jack Rosty Comms, and also, of course, he runs his own little side of the business. He will make you any graphic you need for your racing league or whatever. So get in touch with him. He will do that kind of thing for you. And of course, any graphics you see here at Jack Rosty Comms, of course, have been done by the great Wolfie. So all credit to him. You know, the YouTube thumbnails and whatnot, Wolfie plays. That is his work. So there's his credit, and you know he's very good. So go over to him if you need any work doing. Chuck Norris then with 6/10 improvement in the middle sector into the final third in the Williams, where his teammate of Ollie is up in 5th position. Chuck Norris to complete his lap then, ladies and gentlemen, who's finding a bit of time in the middle sector. Here comes the final sector. And what will it be for this man? Nutter retires from the session. 2 minutes to go of qualifying. Chuck Norris flies towards the line with 40% battery left still. He finds a place to P11 in qualifying with half a second improvement on that lap around. Everybody on their out laps. This is where it starts ramping up here at Spa. Unk could be on pole. He hits the barrier. What is going on? Jeremy Clarkson retires. Unk might have a bit of wing damage there. He might not be able to defend this position, everybody. This could be bad. This could be bad. He leaves the session as well for some reason. IRL had the new logo for the... oh, really? I didn't know about that. Jeremy Clarkson retires, ladies and gentlemen, in the late stages. 1 minute 15 seconds left. Unk joins again with a minute to go. Milad towards the line now, then in 2nd place, and he is ready to go. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. This is the times that count now. 50 seconds left and a lap of 1 minute 43 on average. There's no more time now, no margin for error. This is the lap for Milad. He won't make it round again. He has got to go and absolutely push it to the limits. This is the final lap that he's ever going to get in qualifying this afternoon. With 30 seconds to go in the RB, 2nd place, 7 thousandths of a second is the gap between him and Unk, who has retired. He won't be able to defend that position. It is him and 7 thousandths between a pole position for Milad here today in the RB, and he is very well on for that at the minute, up towards the 2nd sector. Everybody is doing well so far all the way through. What will it be for him then? He's going to head all the way into the flying left-hander. The end of qualifying is here now. We've got Illumin who has completed qualifying down in P12 now, so that'll be his starting position. Milad at the minute is on his final time of the afternoon in the RB, flying through the final few corners. He's been through the first sector. He's going to go into the second sector now. He's finding time. What will it be for him now, though? He runs over the curb quite a lot, but he's apparently fastest middle sector at 300 of a second down. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but will it be a good lap for him? Like I've said, 7 thousandths of a second is the gap between him and Unk at the minute, and Unk isn't here to defend what is his. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to get a new pole sitter this afternoon? It's going to be Milad towards the final few corners. He's going to head towards the line here in qualifying. Here he goes, the RB. Will it be pole for him? As he crosses that line, it'll only be second place. He's 2 tenths down. Milad falls short of the bar. His teammate, though, is up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 6 tenths improvement in the middle sector. Björn is finding incredible heaps of time, ladies and gentlemen, in the closing stages. This is it for Björn's then. What can he do? Will it be pole as Wolfie sends another 100 bits? He just can't stop himself. I appreciate you, mate. Thank you very much. 3,500 for him. And in parallel, Björn over the line. It's 4th position, 3 tenths improvement. He unfortunately can't take the pole. We've got Sticky 7, Raz 8, Chaz 9, Speedy Spud towards the line in 10. Then we've got Chuck Norris 11, who will finish in P11. Illumin 12, and Unk holds down the fort. He's on pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfie with 100 bits. I did it bang on time as well, he says. Thank you very much, mates. You're ever getting me closer to my next payment from Twitch. So I appreciate you. I think I need 20. It's like $20 more and I can get paid out. It's basically, if I earn $20 more before the 11th of August, I'll get my next payment, pretty much. But I appreciate you very much. We've got Wolfie sending 3,500 in total. Dave sending 500. Reaper on one of his accounts with 340. Alex Brown with 200. And Reaper's second account with 95. So incredible amount of bits sent into that. Can possibly happen, says Wolfie. Yes, it absolutely can. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Finish results for qualifying here in Spa. Unk in the Ferrari takes pole position by 7 thousandths of a second to Milad. It is incredible margins here in Formula 1. It's Lone Star who takes 3rd place from Björn in 4. Speedy Spud lines up in 5, joined by Ollie in 6. 7, Jeremy Clarkson, then joined by Sticky Icky in 8. Raz takes 9, followed by Chaz, rounding off the top 10. In 10th position in the Alpine. Chuck Norris 11, then it's Illumin 12, 13 is Bryce, 14 is ARL, 15 at the back of the grid, didn't quite catch it. Snowy in the chat, here he is, been waiting for him, good to see you, mate. Nice to see you. Wolf in the chat, anyone got any spare chains for Jack's future? But yes, Wolfie with another 100 bits. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Day by day, Jack Rusty Comms is growing. We are getting there. We started, September 2023. And here we are in 2025, heading up towards September, not too long. But yes, we've come a long way. 656 people clicking that follow button. Many people across the years joining in the commentary box. And Snowy, hello Jack, it's good to see you, mate. Wolfie, we're expanding as well. You talk about Jack Rusty Comms or CPG, mate? Comms. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's getting bigger day by day. And, hopefully we can continue to grow. My plan is, hopefully I can get some people in the commentary box with me now and then. So I will give that a shot. And, also I've always wanted to have a little commentary management company as well. So, hopefully I can do that. How much does cost daily? Do you mean how much do I charge for my races? Is that what you're trying to say? race on Friday will be entertaining, absolutely. Or Dark, if you were talking about how much does it actually cost for me to do this, like how much does it cost to run it all, it doesn't actually, I haven't really got any running costs, apart from like Xbox Live and stuff like that. The only thing that is a cost for me is like things are always breaking. I don't know why. Like I got a new headset not too long ago. It's already snapped. I'm wearing a snapped headset right now. I don't know how it snapped. It just, you know, don't know. But yeah, just things like that. I'm always having to buy new gear and stuff. Pit TV is a commentary company that you could join. Yeah, maybe. I think the only thing that puts me off from doing stuff like that, mate, is I've only ever commentated F1. F1's really the only thing. I know other racing. I know other types of racing, but the F1 is the one thing I know inside out, and that is why like I can do the commentary for it. But I think if I went on to like Assetto Corsa or something, I started, you know, commentating something else, I don't know, on iRacing or whatever, I think I'd be a bit all over the place for the first few months. But no, I meant how much does cost you charge to do the commentary? Wolfie's actually sent that in the chat. Standard package, £15. That's just for that's just for your standard short qualifying 50% race. And then as the prices go up, there's more stuff that's involved, like the £25 one. We do post-race interviews and stuff like that, and you know, just make it a bit more exciting, bring more into the action. But obviously, I charge more because it takes a lot longer, and it just takes longer to set up for. Damn it, gone up then. Yeah. I don't mean to be a bit of an arse about it, mate. I know the price went up, but you know, I mean, when I started, I used to charge £10, but I think as I've gone on, I've had so many people that have asking to use my services, and obviously, I can't be in many places. I can't be in like loads of different places at the same time, so I've just had to up the prices just so I can funnel it out a bit. But you know. Yes, we should be going racing soon, everybody. Sorry about that. I've just gone on a whole rant about myself. But yes, we are growing, and it is getting ever bigger. But here we are for IRL, a league that I haven't been here for too long, actually. But hopefully I stay for a good while. There he is in the chat. Wolfie, that's for the standard package. That's everything that is delivered for you for £15. I have tier 1 and tier 2. I have to commentate for. I can't read it now. Where's it gone? On a Tuesday and Wednesday in the league I own is BST, but I'm all the way in Canada, so it starts at 11. Damn. Thanks for that, Wolfie. Yeah, Dark. I'll have a look at Pit TV. I'll see what they're about. I think that's kind of something I want to start myself, though. The only issue with me is, I've always struggled to I've tried a commentary management company a good while back, with my buddy, but we just struggled to find the jobs because obviously we only were really doing F1 commentary. It was just quite hard to find the jobs, and because I don't commentate in other games, I don't have the connections. But anyway, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Back to IRL. The formation lap begins here for the longest track on the calendar. And it is a great track, one that I hope they never get rid of. It is sensational. Wolf in the chat. Wolf is Jack's agent, pretty much now. You and Reaper when he turns up, doing the promotions in the chat and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate every single one of you. But here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, with the pit strategies on your screen. It's going to be the 2-stop and the 3-stop. It's going to be medium hard for the 2-stop. And we're going to have a look then at the tyres for the starting drivers. It'll be mediums for majority. Speedy, Jeremy Clarkson and Sticky Icky are all going to be on the hard compound tyres, ladies and gentlemen. The rest are on the mediums. Yeah, Dart, you can do if you want, mate. You can do. Luckily, Will is okay in the chat. It's good to hear, mate. I'm glad. Really glad. But this is it then, everybody, for the Belgian Grand Prix. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, on the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix. Unk is going to get us away in the Scuderia Ferrari, and the 5 lights are out. It's lights out, and away we go. We go racing in the hills of Belgium. It's Unk off the line well. Here comes Lone Star trying to go up the inside line. Round the outside goes Milod then with a brilliant start, but he goes very wide here. It's 3 abreast then, heading through the first corner. Unk gets away brilliantly here in the Grand Prix. Milod in second place. Then Björn trying to follow up in third. Jeremy Clarkson follows through to fourth place in a minute. Then Lone Star follows through in fifth as we head through Radion and up towards Eau Rouge. Then the DRS on next lap will be activated. This is going to be deadly down here as Ollie goes side by side with Speedy Spud on the outside line. At the minute he's going to pull ahead into P6. Ollie trying to get ahead, but he sticks down into 7th in a minute. He's going to get pushed out wide there, and through into 7th position goes Speedy Spud. Sticky Icky at 8, Chaz 9, Chucky Levitt at 10, Raz 11, then it's Illumin in 12, then being overtaken by his teammate up the inside line. Now he's sticking it around the outside, can't make the move at the minute. Behind that is ARL, then it's Nutter, then it's Briars lining up at the back of the grid at the minute, ladies and gentlemen. But a very clean start to the Belgian Grand Prix. FC, good night, people. Yeah, see you later, Wolfie. Good luck in your race. Hope you have a good one. Darkstorm sent it on Discord. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. As a very nice start to the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. That Pro Gamer joining us in the chat. That's what we like to see. It's good to see you, mate. Glad you're not missing this one. You've just about seen the start of the Grand Prix. Azunk, ladies and gentlemen, with the fastest lap. We go on to lap 2 of 22, where, in my opinion, this race usually feels like it flies by very fast. We've got 20 laps to go already, which in my head always just sounds like we have less, which I know we haven't, because it's you know, of course, is longer than the usual other races. But side by side, Jeremy Clarkson being overtaken by Lone Star into 4th position. Jeremy down to 5, ladies and gentlemen, in this Grand Prix. 20 laps to go for the Belgian Grand Prix, with ARL and Chuck Norris going side by side. ARL up to 11th position, Chuck down to 12. Zook leads, ladies and gentlemen. A very nice line of drivers heading through the pack here in Spa. With Milot being second, Björn in third, the two RBs second and third at the minute. It will be good points for them right now. Lapper again watching the IRL race right now, so please don't spoil it. Absolutely no worries about it, will not. But a good start to the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Really is behind that. You're funny, mate. That pro gamer. Joe Mama, absolutely. Lap 3 of 22 with Unk being your race leader. He's up by 1.5 seconds in the Grand Prix. Milot second place at the minute, not being able to gain right now. I've got a feeling these two teammates are going to drag each other along. The DRS is going to help. Bryers being the back driver at the minute, everybody in P15 on lap 3 of 22. We're going to go around now, begin lap 4, and give us 18 laps to go with him. Still being your race leader, it is looking like it's going to be a hit and run for him. He, you know, got ahead in the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, at the very start, stayed ahead, and most likely it's going to be his afternoon here if he can continue the form. Beau Rouge, what a beautiful corner that is, and through Raidillon. Oh, battle going on here, everybody. Lone Star trying to get through past Milot. Björn in second place, and a brilliant battle we're witnessing in a minute. This is going to be brilliant, heading through the right-hander. All the way through, ladies and gentlemen, here in Spa, a very, very long lap. It really is, with about a minute and, you know, about minute 45 to a minute 50 around here, actually, during the Grand Prix. It gets long. As a Björn supporter in the chat at the minute, second place he is, 1.8 seconds to Unk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ferrari driving a sensational race, just pulling ahead. Björn sliding in to the corner. Ollie in the race as well in P6, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle we're witnessing through here then. Jack isn't Joe Racing. Joe Mummer, mate. Joe Mummer. Joe Mummer, mate. Honestly, chucking the jokes around. Unk still leads by 1.9. Ahead in the Ferrari, it is going to be Björn in second place in the RB, and in the minute just struggling to gain here in Spa. Milod, third position at this minute in time, just sticking with his teammate, you know, dragging each other through with the DRS, doing very well here in Spa right now. Incoming Joe Jack, get yourself ready, absolutely, go on then, mate. Why did I, John? Why did you, mate? Ooh, snapping here. Nutter goes through past the Lumen, ladies and gentlemen. Through to P14, through to P13, sorry, Lumen. Down in 14 in this Grand Prix on lap 6 of 22, where we are actually, you know, gaining in on the halfway point already. It is a very quick Grand Prix here in Spa, I believe, as Sticky with a 3-second time penalty. The first one of the afternoon, with Ink still leading by 1.7, the gap getting smaller and smaller. Cadillac signed Sargent and Perez for their driver lineup. I don't like them in brackets. Pit stops coming in then, everybody, for the first round of the 2 stops this afternoon. Ollie in the pit lane now. He's going to be getting on the new medium compound tyres. Then it's going to be the hards for ARL. Chuck Norris coming in the pit lane now. He's going to get on the mediums as well. Oh, the hards, sorry. Fail, Joe? Absolutely not, mate. You never miss. You never miss. Speedy Spurs with a 3-second time penalty, everybody. Lap 7 of 22, and Unk leads, if anyone's interested, if anyone's British around here. I think the women have just won the England Euros, which is, well, not the England Euros, England, sorry. England women have just won the Euros, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. Not really too much going on at the moment, everybody. There is a pit stop coming in now as Chaz goes in on the mediums. He's probably going to get the hards on. Lou Joe can come into that for again and go on. That's it. I might drive off. I might drive as well next weekend. That's gonna be good. Sorry, mate. I just read that as I might drive off a cliff as well next weekend. You know, that's why I nearly started laughing, because I didn't understand. Never mind. I understand. I might drive as well next weekend. Fair enough. Pit stop for Illumini, just came out in the new hard. Sorry, Briars comes out in the new mediums. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be lap 9 of 22 beginning now. Why did Jack drive off a cliff? Because his good friend Mike died on a stream. I didn't actually find it funny at first, but now I realise the joke. That's funny. Jeremy Clarkson gaining on Milot then. Here we go. He's through to third place. He's on the podium positions here in the Belgian Grand Prix, but can he hold it? That is the question. He's on the 8-lap hold hards, ladies and gentlemen, not yet pitted in the Belgian Grand Prix, and he needs to gain on Björn if he wants to take second place. The gap's 4/100ths of a second, 4/10ths of a second. It is possible here today in Belgium. Yes, mate, it was quite funny. Pit stops coming in again. Ook in the pit lane now. He's going to get on the new hard compound tyres from the mediums. Then it's Speedy Spud who stays out on track position right now. Milot in 4. He goes into the pit lane, gets on the new tyres. It'll be Ook as well, and lots of the drivers all making the same decision. Lone Star in there too. Got 2 out of 2 jokes to make you laugh. Jack, me and Wolfie deserve some special stuff on stream, or a trophy each for being your biggest supporters. Absolutely. Maybe at some point you can have some Jack Crossley Comms merchandise, mate. Maybe, if I can get it sorted. Bjorn in the pit lane, he gets on the hards, then everybody coming out now in 4th position. Yeah, sounds good that for a game. I'll have a look into it and see what we can do, mate. I just haven't even got the stuff designed yet. So I was gonna sit down with the missus, and she's quite good at art. So I was gonna see if she can design some stuff for me. Bjorn and Milord swapping positions then, ladies and gentlemen. 6 and 7, the V-Carb gets through to 6. These guys were up in 1 and 2 earlier on. Still Jeremy and Spinny Spud need to make a pit stop, but behind that is your, leaders, essentially. We're doing pretty much leading the race at the minute. Then Ollie, then Sticky, then, not Sticky, sorry, he's got 10 lap old tyres. It's going to be Ollie, then it will be Burns, then it will be Milords, and the list goes on. Bjorn to the backside of Sticky Icky then. Trying to make his way through, side by side. Will he be able to get through here on lap 11 of 22, halfway through the this is not the British Grand Prix. Halfway through, ladies and gentlemen, the Belgian Grand Prix. Ollie with a 10-second time penalty, everybody, for speeding in the pit lane. That is not going to be good at all for him. By the way, I'm happy with you being a little more on Discord answering me, so you're slowly improving. Yeah, I'm trying my best, mate. I've been away camping this weekend, so I've not had any internet at all weekend. It's been awful. Literally no internet, and then I came home today and I got loads of notifications. But yeah. Haven't you heard of mobile data? Yes, of course I have, but there was it was in the field, so there was no data. Goes through to 13, Raz in 14, Arel ahead into 7, then everybody is Sticky, swapping past each other now. Even when I was out in the sea, I was able to get mobile data. Yeah, it's just sometimes here in the UK, mate, it's absolutely rubbish. Just doesn't work. Jeremy Clarkson in the pit lane then, getting on the new mediums as he exits the pit lane now. I might have a trip to the UK, so it would be nice to meet you if we're going. Yeah, that'd be cool, mate, wouldn't it? We'd have to do something. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, or you could come to Norway. Well, I'll have to see, mate. It would be quite exciting, wouldn't it? Going to Norway. I'd love to travel around. I really would. Here we go then, everybody. Lone Star gaining on Speedy Spud on lap 14 of 22. And can the McLaren gain the game? Possibly make a move here in Spa. Lone Star through to 7th, everybody, ahead of Speedy Spud. Got the move done and dusted. Love to see it on lap 14 of 22. But if you're in the chat, let me know. Of course, that pro gamer been here the whole time. I think possibly Alex is still here, but if you're not, that's all good. Yes, good race so far. Can the Mercedes get through past the McLaren in the latter stages now, as we are past halfway into this Belgian Grand Prix? Through goes Speedy Spud into P6. Lone Star down to 7, everybody, on the Kemmel Straight. And again, we're going to see it even more. Truke Norris through past Chaz into 9. Chaz drops down to 10. Here comes the Haas 10 to try and fight back as well. Illumin. By the way, you should be able to stream this weekend if you're available. Maybe, mate. I might be busy with commentary and stuff, but I'll see. Ooh, here comes Chaz, up into 9, Chuck Norris down to 10, everybody, on lap 16 of 22, where we've only got 6 laps to go before the end of the Belgian Grand Prix, and Chuck Norris trying to make his way through, can't do it right now. What about tomorrow and Tuesday? He says he's got commentary on those days. I'll have to see, mate. Obviously, I don't have commentary then, but that's where I normally make plans with people. To go out and do stuff, so maybe it'll be available, maybe not, but I'll let you know. Ariel coming out of the pit lane then in the Aston Martin, side by side with Chuck Norris at the minute. Chuck up to 9, as behind that is Sticky and Illumin. We head through the pack. Lone Star and Speedy Spud giving it a good shot here on lap 16 of 22, with Lone Star in 5, getting ahead at this moment in time. Wow, I just had a bit of a stutter. Pit stop for Chuck Norris then. Going to put on the new mediums, we can assume, here in Spa. On lap 17 of 22, where this race flying by at the minute, not really much going on. Nutter and Chuck Norris swapping positions. Illumin retires in the pit lane, possibly. His safety car's out. Safety car's out. You got a task to update me with? Yes, I will do, mate. Safety car deployed, everybody. Safety car out. Bryce with a 3-second penalty into the pit lane goes Ook under the safety car, and everyone's going to do the same thing, I think. Softs for Jeremy Clarkson. Medians for Ook. Björns with the softs as well. Milo goes on for the mediums. Speedy Spud going in now. Sticky and Chuck going side by side, coming out of the pit lane. Chuck into 11, then Sticky goes back through. I think he had to let him through there, ladies and gentlemen, as we are under the safety car here in the Aston Martin safety car, of course, in Spa. With Ook being your race leader, and we're going to get racing soon with only a few laps to go of this Belgian Grand Prix. This is it. Oi, Jack, how are you? Very good, thanks, mate. It's good to see you in the chat. How are you doing? How are you doing? Labra Gaming, 4 laps left in both the IRL race and here. Jeremy for the win, I'd say. Well, I'm gonna say Ook. I think Jeremy is rapid, but Ook's just done incredibly well this race, so we'll see. If Jeremy fails me. We should get racing soon, everybody. We're getting there. Lap 19 of 22, and most of the drivers caught up now. Only the Kick-Sauber and the Alpine of Briars. Two drivers that are struggling behind, but we'll get there very soon. It is, yeah, Nutter was nearly there already. So we're not going in this lap, everybody. We should have one more. I do apologise about the wait. This is a long time around the safety car. Lap around here is about 1:45 at full race pelt. It is a lot longer around here under the safety car. So we are having to wait before, but when it goes in so we can go racing again, it's looking like we're going to have one lap of, well, 2 laps to complete once this is done. So still in the safety car, Unk in the leads at this minute in time. Jeremy Clarkson sat in second place, Björn in third, then it's Milard 4, Chaz 5, Speedy Spud 6, 7, Lone Star 8, Raz 9, ARL 10 is Ollie, who hasn't had the race that he wanted to today. Sticky Icky's 11, Chuck Norris 12, Nutter 13, Briars down in 14th position, ladies and gentlemen. Unk leads with no penalties to get in his way. He's on the mediums, where the guys behind are on the softs, and the safety car is in this lap. This is where they have got to go for it. It's going to be 2 full laps of racing to decide the race winner here for the Belgian Grand Prix. Will it be Unk in the Ferrari? Will it be Jeremy Clarkson in the Red Bull? Or will it be one of the sister team drivers in the RB of Björn or Milard? It could be absolutely anybody in the final 2 laps. We're only going to have DRS for 1 in the final lap, and I'd watch out, everybody, down the Kemmel Straight, because that is where it is going to ramp up. Here we go then. Let's go racing in Belgium with the drivers. And we go racing again here today, everybody, in Belgium. Will Jeremy get a jump on the man in front? He's on the softs as opposed to the mediums. The softs are 3 lap old already, though. And that could be quite detrimental to his driving style at the minute. They're going to head all the way up towards Eau Rouge, Radion and Kemmel Straight following right after that. The DRS won't be in full force at the minute, but he has got the speed on the Ferrari already. Can the Red Bull gain on Unk, who at the minute is definitely using battery there to stay ahead? You can see him just pulling ahead a bit. Chaz retires in the pit lane at the very end of the Grand Prix with only 1 lap left after this one to decide the race winner. And Jeremy gaining on Unk at this minute in time. Will he, ladies and gentlemen, be able to be the race winner this afternoon, or will it be Unk who will hold on to it? Chaz completely gone out of the race now. 13 drivers left to really take this race over the line. 1 lap left after this one is completed. We're heading through the middle sector at this moment in time with Jeremy Clarkson and Unk, the main contenders right now, and Bjorn and Milad as well. Probably Bjorn is a bit more closer now in 3rd place. We head all the way through, ladies and gentlemen, and into the end of the 2nd sector, into the final 3rd on the penultimate lap of today's Grand Prix. This is it. Unk flying down. It's going to be the Red Bull gaining no DRS to help him here, but the slipstream is going to be working brilliantly. He's staying within distance superbly here with quite young soft compound tyres, but they do get worn out after many laps around here. It's a very long track, but he's going to head up the inside line and for the first time challenge the race leader. The switchback of dreams up the inside. It's side by side into the final corner and towards the line. The final lap of the Grand Prix begins. Unk ahead then, trying to stick it up the inside. Jeremy Clarkson now trying to stick it around the outside line. He can't get ahead then, all the way up towards Eau Rouge and Radion. The Kemmel Straight again with the DRS now for the final time and the first time since the safety car. Jeremy Clarkson is going to get it straight away. He's already nearly ahead after it before he even gets the DRS, everybody. And now it's activated. It is side by side and through goes Jeremy Clarkson to the race lead. He leads the Belgian Grand Prix. Lone Star has retired. Is Jeremy going to take the win today? Fastest first sector. He's on the soft compound tyres. It is working incredibly well for him, ladies and gentlemen, in the latter stages right now. Can Unk take it away from him on the DRS, my bad, or is Jeremy Clarkson going to run away with it? That is the question at the minute. He is running away with this by 0.6 of a second, which is a gap that is possibly too big to gain. Remember, we have got the end of the 2nd straight as well, which is going to help Unk to try and gain for the final time this afternoon, everybody. But this is it. No margin for error into the final 3rd of the track. 0.6 between Unk and Jeremy Clarkson. Who will be on for the win here today in Belgium? Is Unk going to gain, or is Jeremy Clarkson going to run away with it? The gap is coming down. Unk is going to burn every bit of ERS that he's got in that car to gain and gain towards the Red Bull. He is getting there, but will he be able to get past him before the end? It isn't looking like it. Jeremy Clarkson's going to stay ahead, locking up into the final corner, and here we go. Jeremy Clarkson, where nobody thought he would succeed, he crosses the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix, followed by Unk in 2nd place, just about gets it taken away from him. Then Bjorn comes home in 3rd on the bottom of the podium today. Here comes Milad, then Raz, Ollie up to 6th, then on penalty, Speedy 7, ARL 8, Sticky 9, Nutter 10, Bryce 11, Chuck Norris spins towards the line. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Finish results. Race winner is Jeremy. So is the fastest lap. It's going to be driver of the day, ARL. Most overtakes, ARL 2. And the cleanest driver of Bjorn today. Here's your race winner then, Jeremy Clarkson, JC, taking the win in the Red Bull, followed by Unk in 2nd place. And Bjorn lines up the podium in 3rd. 4, Milad. 5, Raz. 6, Ollie. 7, Speedy Spud. 8, ARL. 9, Sticky. 10 is Nutter. In the chat, that pro gamer predicted the race winner right. It's been a pleasure commentating here again, everybody. Thanks for having me. I will be back next Sunday. Thanks for joining me and have a very nice rest of your night. See you later, everybody.